Hello, everybody, and welcome to another one in our series, Breaking Down Barriers. My name is Chris Igwe, and I share with you over a few minutes what has inspired me through my book, Breaking Down Barriers, my journey from a small African village to the world stage. I take a chapter, I break it down, I give you some thoughts and insights, and I invite you to consider them in your own life and see how they can be used usefully, productively, to make some changes where necessary. Now, this chapter, I will be right out there and tell you straight up, is probably one of the most difficult topics for us to deal with as human beings, as individuals, for many, many different reasons, not all of which I can go through in this short period of time. But I want you to think about it because it's so important. I want you to integrate and incorporate it somehow in your own life. Then here it is. It's entitled Forgive and Move On. Forgive and move on. And as I've said in all these videos, what I share with you is actually my own experience. So this is not just some idea I thought, well, let's talk about forgiveness and forgiving people and so on. No, it's because I've been there. These are all from my own personal experience. This is all my life in many ways, which is no different from anybody else's. People just come at it from a different angle. So if we take forgiveness, for example, which is why I say it's a very tough one, because when I say forgive and move on, those are two very distinct steps that have to be taken. And if you think about it, you cannot move on until you have truly forgiven. And once you've forgiven, you then learn to move on. They both go together. That's why I've entitled it that way. You can forgive, but maybe you don't move on. You're still stuck. Or maybe you think you've forgiven and you haven't really. Forgiveness is a real challenge for all of us. There are many different examples that I can give, but I want you to look at it in terms of your own life. Maybe there are circumstances which have, in relation to trust, someone you trusted and that trust is broken. Someone with whom you were or are in a relationship and that relationship has broken down. Family issues, children issues, cheating in the couple, in the family, other things worse that you can think of that I don't need to explain to you because we all live in the same world and we see many, many horrific things. For some of you, it's maybe very raw. This is not the time you want to either hear this or indeed address it. If I can just say, if it is raw, please, please, please just listen to the end. Listen to the end and then take what you can and see how that's going to help relieve your burden, your pain, your suffering. Let's face it, it is suffering, where you are challenged to forgive. So, depending on your story, depending on where you are, you will need to learn to forgive in order to be able to move on. And I want to use this quote, which hopefully will help. I have quotes in each of the chapters. It's by Jonathan Huey, who is an author, and he says, "Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace." Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. And let's think about it. Let's just spend a little bit of time just on that. When you don't, or you choose not to forgive someone, because it's a choice like anything else that we do. Can you forgive someone? Yes. Can you forgive a situation? Yes. Can you forgive yourself for making a wrong decision, taking a wrong path, making a wrong choice? Because it's that as well. This is about forgiving me, forgiving myself, as well as forgiving someone else who might have hurt you. So can I do it? The answer is yes. Now, you may need counseling, you may need external help, maybe meditation, maybe yoga, maybe just talking it through with a dear and close friend, maybe prayer. If you believe in prayer, you believe in God, you believe in a higher power. But whatever it is, you chart a path that says to yourself, I will find a way to forgive, and I will find a way to move on. Now, inevitably, you might say to me, listen, I've been through situations that I cannot even talk about. They're so vile, they're so terrible, they're so inappropriate. I get that. Believe me, you don't get to my age without having seen certain things. I've lived through a civil war. I know what the atrocities of war are all about. Genocide, where you kill your own people, I have seen that. Situations which I would never openly discuss in any live form. I've been there. I know. So I'm not coming to you from a place of this is just theory, this is practice, this is lived. Is it raw? Was it raw? Yes. But I have to work through it. I have to get to the other side, because otherwise it's going to eat me. It's going to eat away at me, and I will not find that inner peace. Because you owe it to yourself to find that peace. We've been through situations where we've been taken to court under false pretexts. Trust me, to clear your name, amongst all the other things that can happen to you, has got to be one of the most difficult things to challenge. Something that took 8 years to eventually resolve and to be cleared. But the cost, the financial cost of legal fees and lawyers. Oh, so trust me, I've been there. But it's in the past, it's forgiven, we've moved on. You have to find that place where you can say, I will not allow this to consume me. I will not allow this to take my life away from me. I've worked too hard, too long to build my name, my integrity, and everything else. I have clients that haven't paid. I've looked at different ways to recover those sums, including legal. People will do things to you, corporate or not. I just encourage you to find a way to work through to a point where you forgive that person or those people. And you're able to walk away with it with your head high, because that's the key. You want to walk away head high. Nobody will take you down unless you let them. Do not allow anybody to take away your dignity, your integrity, your humanity. Forgive and move on. So like I said, I'm sure this is possibly one of the difficult topics for many of us, but I just want to reassure you that I've been there. I've been there. And for me, it's no different from anything else that I've experienced. So I just want to leave you with an action item, which may be part of the process for you. Think of someone who has wronged you in word or in action. Because remember, it's not just the action, it's the words as well. Tell yourself that you will not carry this burden anymore, and that you consciously release it from your space. You release it from your space. You will not carry this any longer. Think of someone who has wronged you in word or in action. Tell yourself that you will not carry this burden anymore, and that you will consciously release it from your space. Consciously release it from your space. So I hope this has resonated with you. Please feel free to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to the channel so you know when other videos are available. And until the next time, thank you.